Hi, let's talk about my story today. I never knew what grooming is because I was born and brought up in a very small town of Punjab. The name of the town is Mumbarikpur, and this remains to be on the Ambala highway next to Dirabasi. I was in a very mediocre school, and starting from my nursery to 6th standard, I never knew that how important it is to be confident, how important it is to converse with people, how important it is to carry yourself. Of course, it remains to be a young age. Nobody knows. But then I didn't had even a single percent clue that how would this matter when I move ahead in my life. And being in a small town, being in a family where nobody, you know, believed and knew and learned about how important it is to speak in even Hindi, forget about English. Punjabi was the mother tongue. My parents, even they were government employed, they were going and they were going to work in Panchkula and Chandigarh respectively. But for us, it was schooling and then grandparents because my parents used to come back at 7 in the evening and rarely any time left for us. And they thought that it's all about grades. We have to get good grades. Coming back to my story, I never got good grades. I was quite a left out student in the class. I mean, scoring even 50% marks or 60% marks was a challenge for me. Because I loved playing. I loved playing various games, various small games, I would say. If you have heard about playing, you know, those kanchas and all, is what was my favorite game till that time. Because I was exposed to that environment. And whatever I loved doing, I started doing that. Now, my parents took a very serious call and decided to take our entire family to a small town called Panchkula. Now it's definitely a city. From 6th to 10th standard, again I studied in a very mediocre school, which was, of course, an English medium school, DAV public school, but still struggled. Still, there was nothing which was coming my way that I could learn talking better in English. Because my mother tongue was always Punjabi, Hindi was coming to my life slowly and steadily. English was still far away. Now, imagine at that stage, 10th, when my parents thought that, now we have got him here, he will score some good marks and will move ahead in his career. I just merely passed my 10th standard with again very low grades. Now here comes a question mark. My parents started thinking that we want Vishal to become an engineer. And then, but I never had those grades to get into engineering or opt for a non-medical subjects. But then, my parents figured out an interesting way out. They took me to a 3-year diploma course, straight away after diploma, straight away after matriculation. Now, here comes the turning point. In that area where 40 odd students in 3-year diploma, it's a government college, I topped that class. I topped that first semester. Now this turning point is only about getting good grades. Somehow I got a little serious. Maybe, I could see that environment was pretty okay for me, pretty comfortable for me, was not challenging. People still were coming from Punjab area. Nobody was there who can, outspoke in Hindi and English both. I could get good grades, but I always used to look up to the teacher who used to teach us English. I thought that, one fine day I could speak like her. The imagination started coming from there. But trust me, 3 years passed. I ended up my diploma with good grades, but still weak on communication, still weak on grooming, still shy, not confident about my things. But my parents were happy because they thought now he's on a move. He got good grades. Few of the semesters even I got my fee off. It was completely waived off. Now, my parents decide me to take me to engineering college. Again back to Deravasi, in the same environment I do my BTech. Again I score very good marks. 80% marks I got, I remember, in BTech. It was kind of a gold medal. But for my parents, it was a proud feeling. But for me, I was the same personality. I definitely was learning few subjects here and there, but was not improving on my communication skills, on my overall personality. I thought there is still something bigger to come in my life. And here also, I used to look up to the teachers who used to teach us English, who used to talk well in English, who used to talk confidently. It's not about only English, it's about overall personality. It's about how well you are groomed overall. Right? So engineering gets over. Here I am. Nothing moved for me. For my parents, I am an engineer. I get a job from the campus. I moved to one of the prestigious organizations called Sonalika Tractors. No clue. They put me into sales after engineering. Spent about 6 to 8 months over there. My mentor tells me that this is not the life, Vishal, you are meant for. Why don't you go and do some post graduation? Now, this brings a bigger change in my life. Here, I move out from that environment of Haryana, Punjab to Delhi NCR. Now I get among those fishes. In fact, I would say those sharks. When I started studying in Amity Business School, I could see that, all those Delhiites speaking in English, be very confident, well dressed up, well decked up. I mean, they don't shy. At least whatever they have to say, they put their point across. That's what I started learning from them. Every alternate day, we were asked to present on the desk. Talk about a class of 40-50 people, and you're standing on a dais and delivering a presentation. Initial first 1 year was a big struggle. But then, slowly and steadily, things started moving in my way. Because as I said, I wanted to learn that. I wanted to grow in my life. I wanted to learn all those 21st century skills, the vital skills. That the change which started coming to me was crazy. I could see that, I'm getting better and better and getting confident. I finished my 2 years of MBA and got a campus placement in Philips, one of the top MNCs, one of the top organizations when you talk about the corporate world. Now, here again, because you get into sales and marketing, you get into top brand, and you being hired among only top few people of the country. Every now and then, every month, there was a review. You have to present your work, what you have done, how you have done. And in Philips, there used to be a performance plus award. Basis your consistent performance and basis your results you have produced, you got to present it to the global team, global as well as India team. Round after round, I cleared. And here comes the proud moment. I win that performance plus award. 1.5 lakh rupees of award money. Lot of fame. My confidence level now goes to sky high. I started bringing something to my life which I was always looking for, I was hungry for. Finishing my journey of Philips, 6.5 years, 7 years spent, I got a chance to work with another prestigious brand, Make in India brand, which is none other than Havells. Now just imagine, what do I get here? I get to establish a new business, a category called personal grooming. Bringing the products from scratch, doing the market research, bringing in so many new things on the platter, offering that to the customer has been a beautiful journey. Putting up the team together and then launching beautiful categories like skincare, like chopstick curling, like nail shiners, like beard trimmers, designing them in house, and then working with some of the big known celebrities of grooming like Javed Habib, Ambika Pillai, and Sapna Bhavnani was like a dream come true for me. Interviewing Disha Patani and Vicky Kaushal one to one was another dream for me. That's what my journey has been. So it's not that if you dreams of something big, it can't happen. From where I was to from where I am, it has been a journey. But I still feel there is a lot to learn. I don't think so I'm perfect. And to me, perfection is perception. You have to learn every day. The day you don't learn, just think that you have not grown. So keep one thing in mind. Believe in yourself. Dream big. Take charge of yourself. Things will come your way. What are your thoughts on this? You may add many chapters in your life, and you must have already added some of them. But then don't stop, because there's only one life, and you got to live it king size. Thank you.